What is up? What is up? What is up, guys? Gorilla Gang, Traders crew, welcome back to another AMC at the Bell Traders podcast, episode 15. You guys are gonna have to excuse my voice. It is absolutely trash right now. It is so trash, but hey, I've had a lot of people say, Trey, you need to drink more water. Check this out, guys. Check this out. Mizu. Mizu is Japanese for water. I've got 3 cups locked and loaded. We are going to stay hydrated here today. I did drink some tea with a little bit of honey in it this morning. Voice is in rough shape, not going to lie. But hey, we got to do what we got to do. We got to give the Gorilla Gang, the Traders crew, what they need to see, and that is some live price action and updates regarding the stock. So welcome back to another episode of the Traders podcast. We are going to be watching here for a while. How are we all doing today? Good to see everybody. What's up, Trey? Good to see you, Average Joe. Hydrate, bro. I'm doing my best for sure, man. For sure. So to give you guys a quick update on what we saw so far this morning, we did see quite a bit of a sell-off here at the bell. Low of the day, bottom out at 657 or so. And I was watching the time and sales. And what the time and sales were showing me, guys, is there wasn't huge orders coming in. It was orders of about 100 to 200 to 300 sells at a time, and that is your picture perfect shorting, right? So even though we have the SSR in place today, and if you're not familiar with what the SSR is, the short sale rule, I will pull this up for you and show you what it is. The short sale rule is triggered when a stock goes down more than 10% from its prior close. SSR remains on a stock for the rest of the trading day when it's triggered and remains on for the following trading day as well. The SEC made this rule to prevent short sellers causing a stock to tank. Even though we have the SSR in place, that does not mean that we cannot short a stock. It simply means that we need to short it on the uptick. Not us, right? We're not doing that. But people who do decide to short the stock, the hedge funds, the institutions, they will definitely do it if they can. And I have some more information to show you guys. We're gonna wait for a couple more people to roll in. I know this was very last minute. I was not gonna stream today because my voice is pretty rough, but we're gonna do it anyways. So we're gonna let some people roll in, look at some numbers, and get to the video. Zinix, thank you so much for the donation, my friend, the super chat. Now you see why I was saying to hydrate, bro. You got me, man. It caught up way quicker than I thought it would. This is new to me. I haven't been a huge streamer YouTuber before. You know, I got kind of lucky. The YouTube algorithm really helped me out, and here we are. But live and learn, man. Live and learn. That's what it is. Look at last week's chart. Do I see a massive George W? You probably do see a massive George W, my man. Oh, baby. You already know. Look at this. Drop it in the comment section. Gorilla Gang. You know what this is. You know what it is. I don't even have to say it. But I'm going to say it anyway. This could be the beginning of a George W. Big fat George W. I love it. Beautiful. Thank you for pointing that out, my friend. That does, in fact, look like a George W to me. We did break out of that ascending level of support, that upward moving channel, but we did see a nice bounce off of a previous low here. In fact, it was actually a little bit higher. I think we dropped all the way down, closed here, this candle, at about 868, and we closed, or opened this candle, I should say, at 717. So still stair-stepping higher highs and higher lows slowly as the day progresses and the weeks move on. Gonna read some more comments here. GME got suspended. Sandollar, thank you as well. Terry, I appreciate you. Casey as well. Man, it does look like it. GME went absolutely insane for a little bit there. They were up, I think, like 30% and some change. They're rocketing. They're going straight to freaking space on a SpaceX. Going absolutely insane. Looks beautiful. They're going to break a hundo. And AMC is on its way. AMC does mirror very closely GME stock, which does show you one of two things. It does say either A, people that buy AMC are likely buying GameStop as well, or B, that both prices are being worked and manipulated at the exact same time. We got a nice upward moving channel as it sits right now. I will update you guys when GameStop is not being suspended any longer. I have said this before as well, but this live stream is prioritized around focusing on AMC and GameStop, answering any questions, giving you guys technical analysis. So I'd prefer if we focus on AMC and GameStop today. I will take time occasionally to look at a couple different tickers, but like I said, the primary focus for these streams is AMC and GameStop. Gorilla Gang, welcome. It is so good to be back. I love doing these streams. I love chatting with everybody. We're going to keep watching the live price action here. As I see right now, We have a huge buy order. Oh, it already got filled at 775. You can see right now that we're moving pretty well. Level 2s, which are these little books right here, right? It tells you the orders that are waiting to be filled, are a great way that you can predict future price action on the stock, right? The level 1, which is the current price action, does not quite compare. Level 2 is a great tool, which does help you get some ideas of what is coming further in the stock's price action. And we do see that there are currently more sellers than buyers, but that was not the case this morning. And I have some interesting numbers to show you guys when some more people roll into the live stream here today. Thank you, Casey, again. $10. Appreciate you. Native Smoke Signals. Trey, I'm here in Lawton. I would like to take you to dinner, bro. Let me know if you have time. I would definitely take you up on that, man. Shoot me a message over Twitter. If you do not follow me on Twitter, I will pull that up for you right now. My Twitter is Trades Trey, at Trades Trey. You can definitely send me a message here. I will get you back. I'll get back to you, and we can chat about something in the future. I would definitely like that. I like Mexican food. I like burritos. I like Japanese food. I do speak a little bit of Japanese. Nihonjin o hanashimasu choto, just a little bit. But it's a good time, man. I'll take you up on that. Binda, thank you so much. Trey Gang, make some merch. I'm getting on it. I promise you. I'm getting on it. We are going to be making some merch. I've got some stuff in the works right now. Talking to a guy over the Discord who does work with that kind of stuff. And once it is ready, my friends, I tell you what, we are going to be eating some filthy green. We are going to have the Gorilla Gang smacked up right on a shirt. I'm so happy to have everybody here today. That will be on its way. Let's go, Gorillas, says Brian. Thank you, everybody, for the super chat. GameStop short interest currently. Let us look at the numbers. So if we pull up the GME short interest on Fintel, they actually did recently update the numbers, which is what I wanted to talk to you about today, guys, is Fintel did update their numbers, and they're different than they were the previous week. Very excited to see how this works out. But let's check this out. Short volume on GameStop as of February 4th, it saw 28.5 million shares shorted compared to the overall market volume of 62.2, which is 46%. Very high. And look at this. They updated the numbers, and every single passing day, essentially, we are seeing an increase in overall short volume ratio compared to the total volume coming into the stock. Now, that is nothing compared to AMC. This is going to make you guys go absolutely ape crazy, guys. It made me go insane. I'll tell you that right now. Absolutely insane. Look at this. Look at this. They updated the numbers. As of February 4th, it was 89.7 million shares shorted, which is 55% of the total short volume ratio, 55% of the total market volume. Absolutely insane numbers, guys. We are still in this battle. The more that you see the shorts continue to double down, the last 3 days, over half the volume has been shorted volume. Look at this, 240 million on the second compared to 455 million. These numbers are different than they were previously. They were updated, right? We do see that now. We do see that the short interest was actually higher than we thought it was, which shows you exactly what we have all been suspecting, that this stock is still in the game. It is being heavily short attacked. It is very unlikely that people are still selling the stock. Of course, this is not financial advice. I'm not a financial expert, and I really do want to double down on that right now, right? There's no pressure whatsoever coming from me. Everybody's in different financial situations. I am simply presenting you the charts and showing you my position, which I do still hold. I am still holding my AMC. I am an AMC with 389 shares, current market value of just under $3,000. And in my Fidelity account, I also have 150 shares as well. As it sits right now, we did see a little bit of a sell-off, but that is not the problem here. We are doing just fine. I'm going to pull up the 200 EMA, and this is going to give us an idea of how bullish the stock is. And in fact, we do have the 15 MA cross over the 200 EMA right now. Now, what are these indicators? If you're not familiar with what these mean, the 15 MA is the moving average. Some brokerage accounts call this the SMA, the simple moving average, right? And Webull does not call it that. It's the MA. And basically, I use the 15 MA, which is a 15-day moving period, compared to the 200 EMA, which is the exponential moving average, to give us an indicator of previous and most recent price action compared to long-term price action. And when you see the 15 MA cross over the 200 EMA, that is typically a sign of a bullish reversal, meaning that the recent price action outweighs the past price action, the long-term price action, right? So this is a sign that we are back in bullish territory, and we're looking pretty decent right now. Volume is also looking pretty good today compared to what we've seen in the past. We're seeing 9 million shares at the open getting filled, and in a 1 minute window, we are seeing over 1 million shares. In fact, here we saw 4 million, and this is likely contributed to Robinhood not restricting their trading any longer. Looking pretty good. It does look like GameStop is still suspended for any of those out there wondering. Welcome to everybody who is checking in right now to the Traders Podcast. It is great to have everybody here. Welcome, Gorilla Gang. Absolutely love chatting with everybody here. All right. Hope that answers your question, Jeffrey. Doo-doo daddy. I'm a fan of technical and learning so much from you. Thank you, my friend. I am grateful for you as well. Thank you to everybody that drops a super chat. I promise you guys do not need to do that. It really does mean a lot to me. I just genuinely love doing these live streams with you, connecting with the community and the Gorilla Gang, the traders out there in the world, wherever you're from. Welcome. We are glad to have you here as a part of the crew, part of the ship, part of the crew, my friends. All right. Lynn Henry Nugent, seen your last vid last night. Appreciate you, dude. Stay up. I'm good, my friends. I promise you. That video, I did get in my feelings a little bit. I'm not going to lie. But I'll tell you what, the 1% bad negative comments are not outweighed by the 99% positive. I am immensely grateful for the opportunity for you guys to be here as a part of the team. I consider you guys a part of my team, and we're going to continue to do what we're doing. Jake Howden, Trey the Gorilla is back. Was worried you weren't going to stream today, bro. You're gaining 10K a day. Keep it going, my guy. I wasn't going to. I'm going to be honest. I'm going to be honest. My voice is pretty trash. I do have a lot of water here. Try and keep the gullet moist. I always see people say, Trey, you talk fast. I just get in the moment, man. I get in the moment. I get heated. I get fired up. I can't help it. Gonna read off some more comments here. As it sits right now, AMC is trading at 762, still in bullish territory. We do have a crossover of the 15 MA over the 200 EMA. RSI trading neutral. So we did see a little bit of a pullback. Pullback on the RSI was from 76 down to 47, which is a change in points of about 30. Not a very harsh correction in terms of retracements. We are doing pretty good right now. And if you want to retrace this yourself, it is very easy, my friends. You click on the Fibonacci retracement, draw it up to the peak of the run up right here, right? And you can see that we only gave back 50%, which is a picture-perfect retracement. That does indicate a lot of buying strength. And with the SSR in place today, I do anticipate that we should see quite a bit of buying pressure, especially with Robinhood lifting restrictions on trading. Absolutely beautiful, guys. Welcome to everybody that is watching the podcast today. All right. Trey the Gorilla. Thank you, BKSTG Media. Thanks for not giving up. I've learned so much. I'm not giving up, my friend. I am going to hold my position, whether or not I am holding a podcast. I will promise you that right now. There's no person on the planet that is going to make me sell. There's no amount of negativity that is going to change my convictions on the stock. To me, the price is psychological, my friends. And I had a couple people ask me, they said, Trey, what if the squeeze already happened, right? And what if this is over? I don't think it is. And I'll tell you that right now. We could have seen a squeeze. This could be a mini squeeze, right? And mini squeeze, right, taken into consideration, maybe it wasn't. Maybe this is a pretty good squeeze, right? We saw $3 up to 25. That's a 10x. We saw almost, I shouldn't say that, an 8x, 800% increase, right? But the thing is, the volume is still there. We're still seeing an insane amount of volume. We're still seeing that the shorts are doubling down on their convictions, right? We can come here and see that over the last 3 days, over half of the total volume being traded on the stock has been short volume, according to Fintel, right? If we come over here to Ortex, I want to check out what Ortex has to say about the current short interest on AMC, and we can check this out for GameStop later as well. But I think we're going to be looking at some pretty interesting numbers here. So we're going to check this out on Ortex and look at the AMC short interest. So we're going to click on AMC right here. Come down here on the bottom right to short interest for AMC, according to the New York Stock Exchange. And we do see the utilization is extremely high. We have 88.29%, meaning that 12% of the total lendable shares are only available right now. If you're not familiar with what utilization is, I'll explain this to you. The ratio between the number of shares on loan across all outstanding loans in the wholesale market and the number of shares available for lending at lending programs. 0% means that no shares have been borrowed or lent at these lending programs. 100% means that all shares available to borrow or lend at a lending program have in fact been lent, which means 88% of total lendable shares are out. Only a little less than 12% remain, right? Meaning that this is heavily shorted stock, guys. This is heavily shorted stock. 5.12% total annual cost to borrow. That is the interest rate that they are accruing right now on AMC. Days to cover 0.66. This is referring to the amount of time that it would take shorts to cover on their positions. Now, there's no deadline. Options expiring is different than shorts covering their positions. So what this means, the total short interest divided by the 3-month average volume gives us 0.6, actually 0.69. It's not updated up here yet. According to February 4th, 0.69 is the current days to cover. We are seeing a bounce, meaning that bulls are starting to actually slowly, very, very slowly, take this for a grain of salt, slowly take back some control on the stock position. Gonna read off some more comments here. Appreciate everybody tuning in right now. If you would not mind dropping a like because we like this stock, that is all that I can ask for, my friends. Gorilla Gang is strong in this MFer. Thanks for not giving up. No problem, my friend. Newen, thank you so much. Can you explain buy the dips using level 2? I see sell-offs XYZ price with 56K shares and a mass buy at XYZ price for 68K shares. Yes, my friend. So buy the dip. Buying the dip means when a stock is being either heavily sold or heavily shorted. You wait to see a bounce, right? And what do I mean by a bounce? This is a picture perfect example of a bounce. So this couple minute window right here, if we zoom in, you can see that we tested a level of support at $6.57. You see 3 wicks that touch, indicating that is a validated level of support on the 1 minute chart. And you see a hammer candle right here. So you look for as many confirmations as you can. You try to stack beliefs, right? A hammer candle is typically a bullish side reversal. This is actually called a shooting star, typically a sign of an upcoming bullish run. And we did see that come to fruition. So if you see a wide range red candle bar followed by a bounce off of a level, right? A couple of wicks touching, that indicates that sellers try to push the price back down, buyers step back in, and that is a good time in order to buy the dip. And you can anticipate this by looking at the level 2s. So right now, if we look at the level 2s in real time, we see that there are a lot of buys currently sitting at $7.50. Now, what does this mean? This means that $7.50 is likely going to act as a good level of support, and it does, because we see that there are 4 candle wicks touching, 5 candle wicks touching. In the past, there was a candle wick touching, right? So we anticipate that once these orders get filled, that is an opportunity to buy this small micro pullback dip, right? And that is the case. Hope that answers your question, my friend. Lloyd, appreciate the super chat, my friend. You are awesome. Take care of that voice. I will need your analysis on Monday too. Also, buy and hold AMC, my people. You heard it from him. This is not financial advice. I'm not an expert. Do your own due diligence. Make sure you make your own risk mitigation and financial decisions. But I will continue to hold my position in AMC. I am down at the moment about $571, 16.37%, and I am not planning on selling anytime soon. Gee whiz. I did check that out. The overall short interest, it's insane, man. Over 50%, and it's been growing basically day by day. We saw 89.7 million short shares yesterday, which is comparatively to the overall volume over half. That is insane, my friends. That is a lot of short volume. So what are we seeing right now? We are seeing a little bit of a sell-off. 730 is the next level where we see a lot of orders waiting to get filled. There are 10,000 total shares waiting to be filled at $7.30. So I do anticipate that should act as a level of support, but we're going to wait and see. As it sits right now, there are more buyers waiting to get orders filled than sellers. We can see that on the level 2s by looking at the overall scape of growth right here, right? We can see that the overall orders is pushing over here 90,000-ish, right? 100,000 compared to the sells, not quite as high. So there are currently 31,000 shares waiting to get filled at 760 on the ask. AJ Bass, almost 80K, 86K strong. Dude, it's been an insane journey. It's been an insane journey. You guys will have to excuse my voice. If you're just tuning in now to the Traders podcast, I was not planning on doing a live stream here today, but we have to carry on the show. We are going to chill and have fun watching AMC live price action. GME back open. It hit $95. Man, how about that? Look at that. It did. It's still up really solid right now. GME is up about 39% so far on the day. It is in a clean upward moving channel. Going to give you guys a quick rundown on how we're looking for GME as it sits at this moment. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different touch points here, which confirms to me this is a respected level of ascending support. We are anticipating that this should continue. And if we do break below this ascending level of support, you should see probably pretty harsh sell-off, right? But right now, the momentum is in the favor of bullish territory. We do have the SSR in place today, the short sale rule, because we did drop over 10% according to the short sale rule, right? If we pull this up, if you are new to the podcast right now, the SSR triggers when a stock goes down more than 10% from its prior close, which we did see happen. These are both on the SSR list as of today. All right, Voltage Blue, speak more weeb to us, Trey Senpai. Gorilla Gang, baby. More weeb. I will always break things down as much as I can. You guys aren't weebs. We all start somewhere. I promise you that. This stuff is very learnable. I really do mean that. And I promise you, if you don't know it now, you will figure this out one day. I'll continue to provide as much content as I possibly can, my friends. No dice. What's the days to close on AMC? Days to close, good question, my friend. If you are new, I did go over this briefly before, but I will say it again. In case you do not know, I will read this off to you right now. So days to cover. how many days volume the current shares on loan equate to. Note average daily volume is based average 3-month daily volume for the given security across exchanges. So you're taking the short interest and you're dividing it by the 3-month average volume on a stock, and the days to cover, right, essentially means it would take that much time for a stock, for a short, to cover their position in the stock and either break even or make money. That is what the days to cover means. A lower number means that it is typically favoring shorting territory, and a higher number indicates that you are typically favoring long territory. I had to clear my throat there, guys. I muted my mic. I didn't want you to hear that. That'd be some nasty stuff. Life goes on. Life goes on. All right. Going to read off a couple more of these and then come back down to the bottom so I can keep up with everybody. I want to keep up with the most relevant information. I do appreciate everybody's super chat. Welcome to the Traders Podcast. Good to have everybody here. Gorilla Gang. We are rocking. We are cooking with Crisco. The show must go on. No dice. Thank you, Mark Luna. Tony, appreciate you. Albert Wong, I appreciate you as well. I will ignore the hate. I will continue to provide content, and you guys make your own financial decisions. At the end of the day, that is how it is. I will always just provide you my opinion, show you the numbers as I see it, and give you the most recent up-to-date information that I can find. Alex, thank you very much. Hannah, Mark Luna, Al, man, game time. Thank you so much, man. You don't have to do that. I really do appreciate it. GQD Hunt, Sides. Man, you guys are all crazy. You guys are all crazy. I appreciate everybody here. Thank you so much. Ruben, Nicholas, I don't know what that name is. I'm assuming that is Chinese or Korean. I can read a little bit of Japanese, but I don't recognize that kanji. Braxton, Rob, appreciate you very much, my friend. Trey, so glad you showed up. I was worried I wasn't going to get my morning fix. My man, I wasn't going to. I'm going to be honest. My throat is absolutely trash right now. Before you guys tell me to drink water, check this out. I'm not even drinking dew this morning. Just tea with honey and some water, my friends. Gotta stay hydrated. Drop a freaking. Tell me to stay hydrated. Maybe I need to hear it. I'll get there eventually. Matthew, my man lost 30K on Fidelity BS. If I want to super chat the homie, I will super chat the homie. Go home, paper hands. Matthew, I appreciate you, my friend. It is what it is. I'm not mad about the money. My friends. I will always make more money. I will make people more money, right? I know how to invest in the stock market. I am very confident in my charting abilities. At the end of the day, what makes me mad is there are people out there that got their accounts liquidated because of collateral issues, right? Robinhood had a lot of issues with this as well. And it makes me angry because some people are not going to be able to recover those losses, right? Because no losses actually realized until you sell. So when your brokerage account sells you out of those losses before you can do anything about it, at the end of the day, they just screwed you. It makes no sense. It makes no sense, my friends. High Tech, thank you, my friend. I appreciate you immensely. All right, Alexander, we need to tweet NYSE to stop halting. That is, yeah, I mean, I don't want to lead a coup by any means, but I will do that, and for sure, you guys do as you please. NYSE. Stop halting the stock every time. Stop halting AMC, GME every time she starts moving. We're gonna drop the old eyes emoji. Where are those at? Eyes. There we go. Now we're cooking. Dropping it. All right. Coming back here to give you guys an update on AMC and GameStop. We will start off here with AMC, currently sitting up about 3% on the day. GameStop is far outperforming AMC at this moment, which is very surprising because the past 3 or 4 days we have seen the opposite, right? We have seen that AMC has been outperforming GameStop, and we are still setting higher lows and higher highs. Updating the overall trend line here, we are still trending higher. We do still have the 15 EMA over the 200 EMA, but it is approaching the 200 EMA right now. So if you see this blue trend line drop underneath the 200 EMA, this purple trend line, that will indicate that we have entered back into bearish territory. So we are looking for a couple different things here. We're looking for a wide range green candle bar because we are currently riding in a pretty solid downward trend right now, right? You can see that we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different touch points, 7 different touch points. So we do not want to follow on this trend line any longer. We want to continue on this upward level of support instead of this descending level of support that we are seeing right now. So we need to break out of this downward channel. We need to to continue this upward momentum, and we're looking for a wide range green candle bar. We do have quite a few buy orders spread evenly across level 2, and pretty even buyers and sellers at the moment. If you are new to the podcast, you have not seen this yet, I will show you the overall short interest that we see on AMC has been updated on Fintel as of today. We saw completely different numbers on the... I am drinking warm water. I'm glad you said that, Morgan. This is warm water. Sink room temp. But the overall short interest actually did change. The short volume did change in the overnight. They updated these numbers. We are seeing over 50% of the short volume ratio, meaning that over half of the total volume coming into AMC has been short volume. So that is extremely high. We do know that we're still in the battle, guys. We know that as it sits right now, shorts are still heavily attacking the stock. And as long as the stock is being heavily shorted, it is going to continue to move. And that is my firm belief. I do think that AMC, this is not a dead cat. Of course, I'm not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice. I'm not trying to pump this stock, my friends. I have skin in the game, just as you guys do. If I genuinely believe that we can still make a profit from this stock. I mean it. The numbers are what the numbers are, my friends. That is how we are sitting right now. Currently, this is still really fighting to stay in that bullish territory. This is a pivotal 1 minute that we are looking at right now. The 15 MA did just touch the 200 EMA right now. So they're looking for a wide range candle bar to get out of this downward pressure, this selling pressure. We are riding a descending level of support right now. We are on a descending and a selling channel as it sits right now. We do want to break out of this descending channel. Looking to break that top trend line. And if we do break it, and how I'm coming up with this, guys, in case you want to do this on your own charting system, you're connecting as many touch points on candle wicks as you can. Now, what is a candle wick? A candle wick is this right here. It's the long, skinny part of the candle, and you want to connect as many points as you can. So we got 1, 2, 3. I always look for at least 3 touch points to validate a level of support or resistance on a trend line. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 different touch points, 10, and we did break that descending level of resistance. So that does confirm to me that we may remain in bullish territory. We are waiting to see some wide range candle bars to continue on this upward ascending level of support. If we do see that come to fruition, I feel very good that this should continue to see some higher highs and higher lows for the day. We will keep you guys updated as it sits right now. This is still in bullish territory. Gonna read off some more of these super chats. Welcome to everybody who is just tuning in. Welcome to the Traders Podcast. Welcome to the Traders community and the Gorilla Gang. I want to see some freaking gorillas, some MF and gorillas down in the comments section, the chat bar, my friends. I always see people say Trey is coked out. I'll tell you what, right now, I am actually in the military, so I am not coked out. I don't think they'd like that. But I do just have a lot of energy. I do drink quite a bit of coffee, quite a bit of Diet Dew, which is not a good thing. Gonna get back on that water game. My girlfriend always hates that. She gets pissed. She says, Trey, you need to drink some more water. I'm gonna beat your you know what I'm about to say, but I can't say it because this is YouTube. I am not going to be selling this stock. I've had quite a few people ask, Trey, when am I going to sell this stock? I will keep you guys updated when I decide to sell my position in this stock. I do appreciate everybody's concerns, but I will continue to hold. And my opinion is you're going to know to sell this when the media stops covering it and when the short volume is dead. When the short volume is dead, that means the squeeze potential is gone, right? That is what that means in my eyes. Appreciate that very much, my friends. We're going to read off some more comments here. Alexander, thank you very much. Stormy, the Stormerific, thank you. Abe Tech, Actualized Trader. Going to read off some more of these comments. Thank you to everybody tuning in right now. Morgan, appreciate you. Dave, the streams tray. JSYK, I filed a complaint. Just so you know, with a contact in NYS AG's Tish James office over GME manipulation this morning. Oh, good stuff, my friend. I'm glad to see that. And I'm not going to tell anybody what to do. You guys have to make your own financial decisions. But if you do decide to do that, it is a tool and a resource that is available to you if you would like to see some change come out of the current situation. Now, we do have the 15 MA that did cross underneath the 200 EMA as of right now. So typically and technically, this is bearish territory, very microscopically and barely speaking. So we are looking at continuing on this upward trend line as it sits right now. I consider this a consolidation period. We are consolidating pretty harshly right now. Not that is a bad thing. Consolidation is not bad. Consolidation, in my eyes, typically slightly favors buyers because as a stock consolidates longer and longer, that typically gives buyers confirmation that a stock is going to continue to it's not going to dip. It's going to continue on its upward momentum, because think about this logically speaking, right? Let's pull up, for instance, I think AACG went absolutely insane, right? AACG is a good example. I do have this pulled up right here. AACG, if you look at this macroscopically speaking, it has seen a lot of highs and lows. It's very volatile, right? And when a stock is volatile, it doesn't give people a lot of confirmation that they can get into the stock without risk. So people want to get into a stock when it's not moving a lot, because that tells them there's not a lot of risk for it to drop lower. So as the stock continues to consolidate, right, I do believe this typically slightly favors buyers, bullish territory, because you are less likely to see the stock just rip and dip, and more people are willing to step in, because that does fall into their overall risk mitigation guidelines. Thank you, Dave Handy. Appreciate you, Decarb. I appreciate that. I'm probably gonna say your name wrong. I'll just say Flores. Appreciate that very much. You're the best graph commentator in my listening background, and I appreciate that, my friend. It's a blast. It's a blast. I feel like it's funny you mentioned Joe Rogan. I try to man. This is a Super Bowl to me. This is a Super Bowl to me. I just enjoy it exponentially, my friends. I appreciate you as well. Everyone needs to email AMC and GameStop investors departments and ask for an emergency shareholder vote and a reverse stock. Oh, could you imagine? If there was a reverse stock split, that would be insane. I'm not going to tell anybody what to do. I'm not a financial advisor, but that is coming from Hui. If you want to fall into that, and feel free to do so. Going to take a quick look here at GameStop. These charts do act very similarly. If we do check out GameStop in comparison to AMC, we will show you this right now, right? Check this out. We're going to look at these on the 1 minute chart and give you an idea of what these are both looking like. And on the 1 minute chart, if we zoom out, take a quick peek, zoom out here, look at the overall price action. They are mirroring each other very closely. We have what appears to be, I call, a bullish flag. Now, what is a bullish flag? You see a lot of huge green candles, right? Typically an indication of strong buying pressure, followed by a squeeze down and a consolidation, basically, of price action. You're seeing it start to ripple. And essentially what you do is you connect as many possible trend lines as you can. So we can see here, if we connect here, there is an ascending level of support. And if you connect here, we have the beginning of what could be a descending level of resistance, typically the indicator of a bullish flag formation. We are actually forming a nice cup right here on GameStop as it sits right now. That's just typically a nice bullish reversal indicator. If I pull up the 200 EMA, it doesn't look like it's available here. We'll just come back to the market and take a look at my stocks here as it sits right now. If we do look at this is still macroscopically very bullish territory. GameStop is more bullish than AMC right now, but we are seeing the same amount of buying pressure coming from both. AMC is just not performing quite as well as GameStop at the moment. I just FOMO bought GME. Give me good news. Good news, Cameron. Good news. GameStop is doing pretty good. I don't know why that always happens. GameStop's sitting pretty good. I don't know what you bought in at, my friend, but we do have a daily high of $95. And as far as risk goes, I find it very unlikely you're going to see this drop much lower than we've seen so far, right? So if you look at this macroscopically speaking, this has dropped all the way back down to $47. I find it very, very unrealistic to think that you're going to see a dip much lower than that. I think $47 is pretty likely the floor, right? Because that's almost previous lows. That's almost previous lows. And I want to show you something that I find very interesting. I've showed this before, but in case you were not here for the previous live stream, welcome. If you are new to the community, I do appreciate you being here. Please drop a like, because we like this MF and stock, and this is the gang. Us gorillas have to stay together, ape together strong, my friends. And once this does load, I'm going to show you the comparison between Volkswagen, GameStop, and AMC. Now, this is taking some time to load. It is lagging here a little bit. Oh, man. Oh, man. All right, so we do have this loaded up right now. So Volkswagen, right before it had the huge run up, dipped all the way back down to previous lows. GameStop just did that now. AMC, they're showing very similar situations. Now, of course, we don't live in a vacuum, right? The GameStop, AMC, and Volkswagen squeeze are immensely different. Now, if you're not familiar with the Volkswagen squeeze, this happened back in 2008. And essentially what happened is Porsche took a very hefty stake in Volkswagen. And essentially what they were doing is they wanted to have increased voting power and power in the company. So they were trying to establish a very large position. I think if I remember correctly, they had about 40% stake in the company and a pretty hefty amount of options. And essentially it made the stock price look like it went up for absolutely no reason. And because of this, what happened? Well, there were hedge funds out there that decided to short the stock because they said, hey, you know what? It looks like Volkswagen is going up for absolutely no reason. This company looks like they're about to go bankrupt. Let's crush them. Let's absolutely crush them right now. And they got burned bad. And right before that huge squeeze happened, where you saw it go up to 950 euros. I think I was corrected last time. Somebody said, drink some water. Drink some water. Thank you. Thank you. You guys keep reminding me. I get on these rants. Anyways, essentially what happened before they saw that huge squeeze up to 950 euros is the stock dropped almost all the way back down to previous levels, which was 100. Absolutely insane. Crazy stuff. And as it sits right now, GameStop is looking pretty freaking good. Does not look bad whatsoever. AMC, as it sits right now, still moving in an upward trajectory. Not bad at all. We do have quite a few touch points here. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4. I always look for 3 confirmations, 3 candle wick touch points in order to signify that we do have a solid level of ascending support. Does look like we're testing it right now. So we're looking for a candle wick to close above this stock. This as I was. It's ascending level of support. We want to continue to ride this trend line. That is going to signify that we are still moving in a good direction. We have still been setting higher lows and higher highs. Does not look bad whatsoever. Gonna read off some more super chats here. Thank you to everybody that is dropping. I do appreciate you guys very much. JV man, I appreciate that immensely. You absolutely rock. I'm gonna scroll back up here. It did scroll me to the bottom. JV Man, Vic D23, Joe Dawson, Robert Sport, Dave. Thank you so much, John, for the super chats. You guys all rock. You really don't have to do that. It is immensely appreciated. Actualized Treyder, Boomhawk, use your haters as elevators. Hey, amen, my friend. Amen. I'll keep doing what I'm doing. I promise you. Sir speaks a lot. Thank you, Theo. When will you ever make a bad call? Sens had an amazing run up, made me 20K ever since I found your channel. Sens is a good stock, man. I'm telling you what. I'm so glad you got able to hop on that. I will continue to put out videos. I know I did not put out any videos this morning, my friends, but I honestly was not planning to produce any content today because my throat is absolutely annihilated as it sits right now. But the people need what the people need. We are a guerrilla gang. We got to stick together because ape together strong. Sens is a good company, my friend. Let's just take a quick peek at Sens. I want to see how it has ended up doing so far today. But I anticipated it would see a nice run-up. And sure as Southern loving mamas love cooking their chicken with Crisco, baby, we are seeing it happen. Sens looks sexy. Absolutely beautiful. I'm so happy for you, man. That is good stuff. I'm glad you're making some cash. Alex, thank you so much. Oh my gosh, I appreciate you. That's insane. That is absolutely insane. You guys rock. Navy vet never gives up, always on the fight. Have you seen SIRC? What do you think? Thank you. Man, I appreciate you an immense amount. I'll check this out right now. We're going to look at this on the 1-month chart really quick. The price action is a little bit choppy on the 1 day, 1 minute, but it is hammering down pretty hard right now. I would wait for a pullback. Typically, a strong pullback is anywhere between 50 to 38% or so. And if we look at this in past trends, you can see that we have pulled back to 61, I think that's 70%, but we're gonna wait and see. If you see a pullback, I wouldn't buy in yet, but it looks great. It looks extremely bullish. The volume is high. It's overbought extremely. So I would not take a position right now unless you're gonna have a trailing stop loss, get in and out very quickly. That is my 2 cents. Just be very careful if you decide to buy in now. I would wait for a pullback to about $1.56. Ezark, thank you so much. Since you believe in microvision, I will too. Man, MVIS is always going to treat you well. MVIS, my girl Mavis, she is an absolute powerhouse, and she has been crushing lately. It makes me so god dang happy to see it finally do what I knew it would always be able to do. Microvision is a powerhouse of a stock. They are basically a LiDAR company, and what they... Oh, the George W! The George W! Look at that! Look at that! Look at that George W! Look at that George W! Beautiful. That is a nice George W. Double bottom. For those who are new to the channel, a George W as a double bottom typically means there is a bullish reversal. I like seeing that because that typically means, and it did play out this time, that you're looking at an upcoming bullish run. Looks absolutely beautiful. I'm seeing people say I need to drink water, so I'm going to keep drinking this nice H2O. Going back here to AMC. We are approaching the 15 MA is starting to move upwards again. We are approaching the 200 EMA, so we are looking for that crossover here in the next couple of minutes. If we do get that crossover, that will signify to me that this is continuing that upward pressure, that buying pressure. And once we have that crossover, that could act as a catalyst to help push the stock to some new highs on the day. Still riding this nice upward ascending level of support. We are still setting higher lows and higher highs. I am loving the price action right now, guys. We are positive on AMC, about 5% on the day. GameStop currently sitting pretty nicely. It might have had a false break, right? We might have seen a false break above this descending level of support, but what we are going to do is connect some candle wicks here, right? So we've got 2 candle wicks touching up here, and we're going to connect these as well. So within the next couple of minutes, I expect GameStop to have a pretty violent move. That is my 2 cents, my friends. Gonna read off some more comments here. Thank you again, Alex. I appreciate you, Zark. Static Dean, EXPR, please. I can take it or not and hold that stock. I will take a quick peek at EXPR. This is another one of those WSB stocks that got kind of thrown into the situation, right? And as it sits right now, the volume is pretty low. It did see a pretty hard push. I don't know how many people are currently talking about EXPR as it sits. What I'm going to do for you guys is I'm going to come over here to my Discord, and I'm going to search up the most talked about stocks as it sits right now. So what I can do is I have StockBot installed in my Discord, and it tells me the 10 most talked about stocks are in the last hour across all Discords, and EXPR is not currently on that list. What we have is number 1, GME, number 2 is ZM, number 3, AMC. That is what we are looking at right now across the board with all stocks being talked about. And EXPR, I hate to say it, but this might be one of those stocks that end up just being a quick in and out kind of play. But don't fear. You can dollar cost average down if you do believe in the company long term, if you think they will have a nice reversal in the future. But take that for what it is. That's my opinion, my friend. Gonna read off some more super chats here. Thank you to everybody that's tuning into the Traders Podcast. It is great to have everybody. Welcome, Gorilla Gang. Welcome to the crew. We are great to have you here. I love One Piece and anime. If you can't tell, I'm wearing a Vegeta shirt right now. Absolutely love anime, and welcome to the crew. You're a part of my shit, part of my crew, my friends. All right. Thank you, Yoshi-kun. I appreciate that. Yoshi-kun, you must know a little Japanese. Either that or you're a fan of anime. I've learned so much from you explaining charts, and I really appreciate it, brother. Thanks a lot. Keep doing you. I appreciate that, my friend. We will keep doing these sort of live streams whenever I have the ability to do so. Gargle warm salt water for your throat every 20 minutes before you lose your voice, and hold. Apes together. Strong. Man, I love that Planet of the Apes trilogy. I think that is, honest to God, my favorite movie trilogy across all movies I've ever seen. Gonna read off some more names here. Thank you to everybody that has dropped a super chat. Kyle, I appreciate you. Ali, Shavoom, Eric, Kyle, Patty. I know you're over at the Discord. We are one big ape tribe. Keep it going, Mark. You were insane. I do appreciate that so much. Absolutely filthy. Filthy, filthy, filthy. You guys rock. Matthew, thank you again, my friend. Gonna read off some more names here. Man, I gotta scroll back up and refresh my page. Matthew, MVIS on the George W. The George W. Hi, my name's George W. Federico, boy oh boy. Jemmy, Student Talk Podcast. Appreciate you very much. Eric, Nikki, Steven, J Appleseed, JM, Blake Weiss, Actualized Trader. Morning Trey, should we expect less content and Discord calls when your quarantine is over? Unfortunately, I will not be able to live stream as much when my quarantine is over. I will have availability to do some live streams before I get to work, but I do have PT from 6:30 to 7:30 every day, and then I start work at about 9:30. So I can probably stream for about an hour. I will figure out my schedule more as I do get closer to, the date, but I will keep you guys up to date as much as I can, and the videos will come out regardless. I will continue to provide as many videos as I possibly can. All right. Sens is being squozed. Sens is going filthy. She's going stupid crazy right now. Oh, man. Up 19% on the day. Absolutely filthy, my friends. Looks beautiful. Gonna come back here to AMC. Give you guys a quick update on the price action. We have a large buy order waiting to be filled at $7.25. It does look like we broke beneath this ascending level of support. GameStop, as it sits right now, is seeing a very similar sell-off. You guys already know we do see very similar price action between these two stocks on a day-to-day basis. Look at this. Absolutely insane. This tells you the whole story, my friends. This tells you everything you need to know. Gonna drink some more water here. The voice is getting squoze. She's getting squoze real hard. Woo! I feel like I sound like one of those 70-year-long smokers. My name is Zebra. Oh, man. That's bad. That's bad. Bad joke, bad taste. But as it sits right now, we are seeing a little bit of a bounce. As I did mention, we do have a nice buy wall currently sitting on AMC right around 725. GameStop did see a nice bounce. Typically, AMC and GameStop mirror each other pretty closely. I do anticipate that you're likely to see a similar situation with both of these stocks within the next couple of minutes. Gonna read off a couple more comments here. Thank you very much. Bio. It met compliance and canceled reverse split meeting. News came out yesterday. Bio is a good stock. All right, as it sits right now, Bio is not doing bad. It's not doing bad. It's up 10% on the day. I like it. It's a good company. And we do have the George W. foreman right now. Big fat George W. I love it. Absolutely beautiful, guys. It's not bad whatsoever. For sure, for sure. Trey, man, you're like the weatherman of stock charts. Great information, honest and entertaining. You're a bro's bro. Stay blessed, my friend. I appreciate that immensely. Thank you, guys. Thank you, guys. Thank you to everybody tuning in right now. It does mean a lot to me. Excuse my voice if you are just checking in right now. I have had quite a few streams, and the voice is doing a little rough, as you can tell. But we are going to continue to provide content. Welcome to the Gorilla Gang. Giving you a quick update on AMC as it sits right now. If you are new to the stream and you do not know the current short interest on AMC, this was updated on Fintel today. We have brand new numbers. I'm assuming that they calculated out short volume that was not previously being taken into consideration. And we can see that over the last 3 days, we actually have more overall short volume than we thought. We have over 50% of the total short volume being taken into the total volume for the day, meaning that yesterday, 55% of the total volume that we saw was shorted volume. That is an absolutely insane number. That is a lot of short volume. That's crazy. That is a lot, which means we are still in the battle here, guys. We are still fighting the fight. As long as there are shorts and hedge funds that continue to double down on their positions, this is going to continue to be a hot stock. Oof, that's better. Just needed some water. Gonna read off a couple more names here. Get back down to the bottom so I can stay up to date with all the most recent comments here. Curtis, Shadow Viking, BCG, Brad, Brian McCullough, thank you. Elijah, I appreciate you as well. Man, I gotta scroll back up. It always refreshes as I'm reading. Elijah. Leonardo, thank you. Gary, appreciate that. Nice call and sends. You know, every now and then I do hit them. Every now and then. Appreciate that, my friend. Trade the code. Jeff, tell everyone to do this for AMC. Unfortunately, I can't give financial advice, but I will check out this link really quick, and I'm just going to copy and paste this over here in one separate window. It does look like it is a valid website. Check this out really quick. Thank you for bringing that up to me. I'm going to check this out right now, and I will present it to you guys as I see it. Everyone needs to email GameStop and ask for an emergency shareholder vote and reverse stock split. Let's just take a quick read on this. We're going to read through this really quick and then get back to the live price action. Everybody that's checking in right now, if you would not mind doing me one favor. One favor is all I ask. Gorilla Gang, we need Ape Together Strong to like this video because we like this stock. That's it. That's all I ask. Everyone needs to email GameStop and ask for emergency shareholder vote and reverse stock split. This is the email. This is an investor relations email for GameStop. Email them telling them your full name, the country you're based in, and the number of shares you own, and request an emergency shareholder vote and reverse stock split. An emergency shareholder vote would mean eliminating all synthetic stock and taking leverage. No. No way. And taking leverage away from short sales and a reverse stock split would cause Citadel and any other Phantom Shares creators to be stuck holding their losses on their short position. This is the quickest way to help end the situation once and for all. You can do this using the template below created by Whiplash. Subject: my name is blank, etc. Full disclosure, I didn't come up with this idea. Credit goes to both these guys for it. I'm just reposting with a template to help spread awareness about this and get more people in on it. That would be insane. Let's read some comments here. Why just ask the largest holder direct the company to call back all the short stocks, just like Porsche did on a Sunday too, so Monday can be an explosion. The largest shareholder is Fidelity Investments, and their contact form is here. I'm not really a business person. I had no idea this was a thing, but hey, if it has any chance of working, let's do it. When the sub has gotten to a point where you're not sure if this is satire, man, that's insane. We can do this for AMC as well, I guess. So if you would like to do this, I don't currently have the email for AMC, but that would be pretty insane. That would be pretty insane. If you want to do that, the Reddit thread is called "Everyone Needs to Email GameStop and Ask for an Emergency Shareholder Vote and Reverse Stock Split." I'm not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice. Make sure you guys do your own decision-making skills and decision-making processes, because that is ultimately what it comes down to at the end of the day. All right. As it sits right now, it does appear that we did break beneath this ascending level of support. There are quite a few red candles right now. We have a lot of buy orders waiting to be filled. There is a strong level of support prediction at $7.10, as there is a large wall of buy orders waiting to be filled at 18,000 total shares waiting to be filled at $7.10. I'm going to check out my position in Fidelity and show you guys that I do have a position in Fidelity for AMC. And because of the situation that happened, my account getting liquidated, it is considered a wash sale. So in order for me to break even on my position in AMC, I do need to hit what is $18. But I do have a total of 150 shares in Fidelity, if you are curious, and a total of 389 shares, if I remember correctly, in AMC on my Webull account. That is what we are looking at right now. The charts are looking almost freaking identical between GameStop and AMC. They are following very, very similar trends, very similar patterns. If you look at this right now, they both have a very similar bullish flag formation. GameStop had less of a sell-off, but it did have a sell-off, as you can see, right? Very, very similar patterns here, and that tells you a lot about what's happening right now in the market. Absolutely insane. Gonna read off some more of these super chats. Thank you to everybody that's tuning in right now. We are currently watching the live price action on AMC and GameStop, giving you guys the most relevant information that I have to offer. The short interest on GameStop, the short volume ratio has exponentially grown. We are seeing quite a bit. And we'll come over here to FinTel if you are new to the podcast. We did see a high of 89 million shares, not a high, but 89 million shares, which is 55% of the total market volume yesterday. That is an extremely high number, my friends. And as it sits right now, we are seeing a very similar situation to what happened with Porsche. Now, granted, we don't live in a vacuum, right? The situation is not going to be identical, but as it sits, Porsche did see a dip all the way back down to previous lows to about 100 euros before we saw the huge run up. Look at Twitter is what I'm hearing right now. Might have to do that real quick. We are seeing a little bit of a lag. Every time I pull up this picture of Porsche, it doesn't want me to do that. All right, gonna check out Twitter right now. I am getting some requests to check out Twitter. It does appear that we have negotiations happening between AMC and Netflix. So I do want to check this out. I'm interested. I'm very curious. All right, so I'm going to check out AMC right now, and then I'm going to check out Netflix. I am seeing some people say that there are negotiations happening right now between AMC and Netflix. Experience these films, yada, yada, yada. Going to check out Netflix. This could be people trolling me, who knows? But it might not be. All right, I'm going to type in AMC Netflix and see if there's anything that pops up. Actually, this seems easier. AMC Netflix negotiations. February 1st. Netflix, GameStop stock, movie mark. If you guys have anything, let me know. I will try and check it out. That does seem like it is not relevant information. But if there is relevant information, please do let me know. I would appreciate that very, very much. Thank you very much. Oseun, thank you very much for the super chat. Everybody tuning in right now, it is great to have you here. Welcome to the Traders Podcast. It is absolutely beautiful. We're having a nice green day. Currently, GameStop is having a really good day. Up 30% total right now. And AMC is up about 3%. Looking pretty solid. Alrighty. CK Blazing here every single day, always learning and keep doing what you're doing. I appreciate that, my friend. As it sits right now, we have the largest, there's no actual huge bid across all sizes. We are actually seeing a pretty even distribution across all bids at this moment, which typically does help the price action, right? We're not going to see that strong wall, but you do tend to see the price move a little bit faster when you do have a spread across a multiple cent range across the bid. So that does look nice. We are looking to continue on this upward momentum. And guys, I didn't even see this till now. Dude. Say it. Say it with me. Say it with me. Say it with me. Say it with me. The George W. The George W. We got the George W, guys. That is a double bottom. This is typically a good bullish sign. We will see how this plays out. It does not always play out, but 7 or 8 times out of 10, you're going to see a nice reversal when you do see a double bottom like that, and that makes me feel pretty good to see. So that is what we're looking at right now as it sits with AMC. It is maybe a hair more sellers than buyers at this moment. We're going to look at the overall order flow. And there are more inflow than outflow orders currently being used on the stock, and we are bullish on the day. So that is a good sign as it sits right now. Large scale orders in the last 5 days. We did see 1.14 million shares, or $1 million, I should say, on February 3rd. So that is a pretty solid sign as of now. Just want to present you guys with as much information as I can. Gonna read off some more comments here. Thank you very much, my friends, for tuning in. Gorilla Gang is strong. We are great to have. So happy to have everybody here. James White, Marine in South Carolina. Thanks for all you're doing, Trey. If you haven't seen ReZero, I highly recommend it. Holding for Gorilla Gang. Amen, my friend. Great to have you here. Hologhosts. Trey, please set a watermark over your video saying you're not a financial advisor. This is for entertainment purposes to protect yourself against SEC and FTC. Everybody on YouTube does this. George W. I will do that from now on, my friend. Thank you. I do appreciate that. I do try to preface with that on every single video and bring that up as much as I possibly can. But that is very highly appreciated. Thank you very much, my friends. Means a lot. Hunter Brooks, thank you as well. I'm just gonna read through these names so I can get back down to the most recent comments, as I do want to stay up with the most recent comments and help people out. All right, Hunter Brooks, Giovanni, thank you, Jimmy Lynn, Dr. Goku. Woo! Dr. Goku, I love that. I love that, man. A dude in my iFunny chat suggested we all buy a cheap game at GameStop this week in the drive-up sales. I'm with you. I'm with you. I'll go over there and I'll buy another Dragon Ball Z game. I loved Budokai Tenkaichi back in the day. I used to play that all the time. All right. Mantels, thank you. Rover Sport, Drew, Don, Eric, Patty, appreciate that very much. Lloyd, can you please search for CNBC Mark Greenwich Twitter feed? Can you verify that it's legit? AMC and Netflix making an announcement. I will check it out really quick. CNBC Mark Greenwich. All right. Jimmy AMC After Hours. I don't know. This might be him. But I want to see his oldest tweet, because this his account doesn't have a lot of followers and he's following a lot of people. So that kind of seems sketchy to me. I'm not going to lie. I don't know. I'm going to be honest. I'm going to err on the side of caution and say that I'm going to take this as with a grain of salt and say that it might be fake. I don't think that's legit. Just because it doesn't seem relevant to me. I don't trust how much he's tweeting. It doesn't seem professional for CNBC, but take it for what it is. All right, Batman. Thank you, my friend. Ryan, the Gulag. Oh man, I love Cold War. Fun game. Pokemon Andy, thank you. Eric, Andy Carr, Cully, G. Morkins, the Gulag Clan, Mark, Deidre, Antonio, Right Hook. I'm gonna read a couple more of these off. Bronk, Brian, CK Blazin, Ali, Zechoro Zio, Carly. Thank you very much, everybody. I appreciate that immensely. Feel better, my friend. I am drinking water as much as I can. Alrighty. We are seeing this George W play into fruition as of right now. Levels that we're going to be watching for. We do see a lot of sellers right now. There's quite a few sellers. So the price is moving very slowly, but we are trading at 50 on the RSI. Volume is down a little bit compared to what we saw when it really started running here earlier in the day, but still holding up pretty well, up 3.38% on the day. GameStop holding up extremely well. Also has the George W. We've got the double bottom right here, one bottom out, one bottom here. And it is actually stair-stepping. That is a stair-stepping double bottom, which to me is a very good sign. I do like to see that quite a bit. We're going to have to wait and see how the price action plays out. But as of right now, that is a good start to the price action for the day. Man, it's been a roller coaster. It's been an actual huge roller coaster. Absolutely insane. I'm going to read some more comments off right here. Allie, thank you very much. How do you set up your account tab like that? I'm new to Webull and I don't know how to do a lot of stuff. I do have a video out for Webull, so you can keep up with how I set up my my setup. But if you're referring to the dark mode, come over here to settings and just click dark mode, right? This is this little tab right here. But the markets tab, the stocks tab, it actually sets this up for you automatically. So if you want the level 2, you do have to pay for that. I paid for the level 2 so that I can have that. But otherwise, the setup should be the exact same for everybody out there that does have Webull. That's my 2 cents for you. Thank you, my friend. Not an advisor in your OBS, on your taskbar screen, real estate. Protect yourself because we love your stock casting and the wealth of information you give. Thank you, my friend. I definitely will do that. That is going to be a thing that I do in the future here. Let's see how possible it is to add that watermark. I don't think I can do that while I'm live, but in the future I will definitely add that to my my OBS setup. That way I can protect myself, like you're saying. I do my best, right? I know there are people out there that have the best intentions, and I really do my best to just provide you with the most relevant information that I can find, right? The short interest, the most recent Reddit articles that are out for everybody, and I will continue to do so regardless. So thank you, my friend. I appreciate that. Carly, I appreciate you as well. Manuel, the George W. Oh man, I love reading that. That is my bread and butter. You can't beat the George W. George W. My name is George W. All right. Greetings from Germany. Welcome from Germany, my friend. It is great to see you here. Absolutely beautiful. I did have somebody say in the chat here, Mike Vaughn, hey traders, SSR rule help us. It does help. So the SSR, what it does not prevent shorts from happening, right? It doesn't prevent shorting from happening, but what it does do is make it more difficult. So they can only short on the upticks. So they can't just hammer down the stock. It does keep it from crashing pretty hard. And the last time they had the SSR in place, we did actually have a pretty good green day, and I'll show you that right now. That would be here. We didn't have it yesterday. We saw it here on what would have been the 3rd. SSR was in place, and we did have a nice green day. A little bit of a sell-off at the end of the day, but nothing crazy, and it does in the end help quite a bit. Coming back here to the 1-minute chart. Moving pretty nice in this ascending level of support. I'm going to adjust this trend line and get as many touch points as I possibly can here. And it does appear that this trend line may not be super relevant. So we're going to come here to the most recent price action and connect points here, and this does seem to be a little more relevant. So within the next couple of minutes we might see a nice push here on AMC in the upward direction. The 15 MA is underneath the 200 EMA, so no BS, all transparency. When that is the case, you are more likely to see a push down underneath the trend line, but that does not mean that it is going to happen. That is just how the situation looks right now. We will wait and see what happens. We're looking for a wide range candle bar, and if you're not familiar with what a wide range candle bar is, it is something like this. This is a wide range candle bar that indicates a trend reversal, typically following a doji. Especially the doji is a neutrality of price action. We opened and closed at the same price point. If you see a wide range candle bar come, that should be an indicator that we are going to have a nice push for that upward direction and a break above that descending level of resistance. What if Amazon still buys AMC? Oh, and thank you for your service trade. No problem, my friend. You don't have to say that. You don't have to say that. If Amazon bought AMC, I don't think Amazon was ever in talks with AMC. I could be wrong. I err on the side of caution and say I don't know. But if that does end up happening, it would be filthy. You would see some crazy, crazy numbers. I'm hearing people say that Zoom is exploding. Holy Toledo. Ooh. Oh, that's dirty. Dang, man. That is absolute filth. Oh my God. Dang. Look at that. It is riding hard, guys. That is in an upward moving channel to a T. You've got this beautiful ascending channel right now, an ascending level of resistance and support, right? This is as bullish gets. That looks insane. Not even overbought at the moment. It's having really nice clean pullbacks and stair stepping. That is really, really clean price action. If you want to get down on Zoom and you're looking for a quick swing, the opportunity is probably going to be at $1.82, but be careful, please. Set a trailing stop loss because it has run up a lot. It is up 22% on the day, so keep that in the back of your mind if you do decide to position yourself in Zoom. MVIS going to town. Man, I love to see it, man. I love seeing this. I absolutely love it. This is my bread and butter. MVIS is my baby. Coming back here to AMC. Don, thank you, my friend, for the super chat. I do appreciate you immensely. Enio, Grevy, G. Gooda, iSet, Angel. I will read off, starting from Grevy, bioanalysis and opinion. I still like bio, my friend. Bio is a good stock. I do think it has potential to be a $2 or $3 stock within a couple of, maybe a month here, month and a half. That'd be my anticipation. But as it sits right now, a good buy zone for this stock is going to be somewhere around here. I'm actually going to clear my charts just so I can make this more readable for you guys. A good buy zone for me is going to be somewhere around here. I'm going to move this up just a hair at about $1.20. So if you can get in at $1.20, I think that'll treat you pretty well. It is currently trading just a hair overbought on the RSI indicator, so you can probably get it a little bit cheaper than that. But I think it's got a lot of potential. Bio is on a nice upward movement trajectory. It is continuing growth. It's got the waterlay system, laser technology for oral surgery. Great company. I love them. 100%. Come back in here to AMC and GameStop right real quick. Thank you to everybody that's tuned into the Traders Podcast. It is great to have you guys here. Welcome, Gorilla Gang. We are rocking, cooking with Crisco right now. All that I ask is that you please drop a like on the video, and that would make me a very happy guy because apes together strong, my friends. BSQR exploded today. 10K profit. I pulled up BSQR and I looked at it and I basically flipped a coin between this. Oh, man. God dang. God dang it. I flipped a coin between this and AGTC basically. And I ended up going with AGTC instead. Dang. That's sad. Tragic. Well, what do? You can't win them all. If you made money on that, though, congrats, man. That's insane. That is a lot of money. All right, AMC. We're going to come back here to AMC. AMC is currently trading at $7.32. We see a pretty even spread across buyers and sellers at this given moment. I'm going to come here to the order flow. Do still see more buyers than sellers at this given moment. And we do have a wide range candle bar starting to form, breaking above this descending level of resistance. We want to see this play out and come to fruition. We do have quite a few buy orders right now sitting at $7.25 on AMC right now. So that will be a nice level of fallback support if we do need to come back to that position. The RSI currently trading at 52. So not super favoring of buyers, just a hair above neutral, but we are starting a stair step right here. We did see the George W, one bottom, two bottoms, in fact, almost three bottoms, and we are moving in a nice, clean, upward trajectory right now. Coming over here to GameStop next. GameStop is up pretty solid on the day, looking very solid, and it is starting that same sort of movement as we look at this right now. Nice wide range candle bar forming. It is up 37% on the day, which is absolutely filthy. Beautiful movement for GameStop here. Looking to continue this overall trend. What we need to watch for now is there's no huge walls across any one level, right? It's a pretty even spread across all these levels from 73.87 to 73.50. So we're looking at a pretty huge wall right in that $73 range. So once we break through here, that should be a pretty nice push. That is what we were watching for here with GameStop. I'm going to get some more water, guys. I am run dry, need to stay hydrated. So I'm going to go get that real quick, and I will be right back. Thank you, my friends. 1 second. All right. We are back. We are back. We are cooking with Crisco, guys. AMC is looking like it is going to make its next move here. Guys, I'm really excited. We got that nice wide range candle bar. We did break above this descending level of resistance. Now the next thing we're watching for is the 15 MA to cross back over the 200 EMA, and that is going to be a signifier that we are back in bullish territory. So that is what I'm watching for next. That should be a good sign. We do have quite a few nice green candles starting to form here, and there's going to be a solid level of resistance right around here where we do see a top out at $7.50, and there are quite a few sellers there as well, signifying that that is going to be a strong level of resistance. So we're going to need a lot of buyers to step in right around $7.50. There's no pressure whatsoever. This is not financial advice. I'm not giving you financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor or expert. Make sure you do your own due diligence, make your own decisions, but that is what it's going to take for AMC to break through $7.50. Currently sitting up about 4.5% on the day. Oh, Ben. Ben over the Discord just texted me, said I could have had music rolling on that water break. Oh, I know, man. AMC Twitter ASAP. AMC Twitter ASAP. What's going on with AMC on Twitter? I checked this earlier and I didn't see anything. I've heard rumors, new movies. Yeah, I'm not seeing anything, my friend. All right, gonna read some more super chats here. Thank you to everybody that is tuned in at this moment. I do appreciate everybody immensely. Thank you very much. Trey, drink water. I'm trying my best. Please keep up these amazing live streams. Just put another 1,400 into AMC. Man, you got some diamond hands, my fellow Gorilla Gang member. It's good to have you here. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not giving you guys advice in the least bit. I'm just telling you what I am planning on doing, right? Presenting you with the information. I do think there is still a possible squeeze here, right? We know the short volume is high. We know that over half of the volume on the day for the last 3 days has been short volume. So that is extremely high, right? That's an insane number, which means the squeeze potential is still there. Robert, thank you, my friend. Can you check out Crbp for us, please? I will check that out really quick. I do want to focus primarily on the stocks that I do have presented here, but the price action looks a little bit choppy on the day. If we do look at this macroscopically speaking, though, it is still growing, right? We are in a nice upward moving channel. In terms of a pullback, if we look at previous trends, the stock does not pull back very harshly. It's pretty strong, 50%, pretty strong. We did see a test of 61.8. So if you're looking for an entry point here, I would say a pullback to that 61.8 to 50% retracement is probably going to treat you pretty well. So somewhere around $142, $141, I think is a good safe entry point into Cracker Barrel. Coming back here to AMC. Welcome to everybody that is chilling right now, watching the video. Please drop a like because we like this MF in stock because Gorilla Gang strong, and I appreciate it immensely. Does mean a lot to me. I have read people saying that there may be an announcement coming with Netflix and AMC, and if that does come to fruition, that would be absolutely insane. People are saying that it's trending on Twitter right now. So let's see what is trending currently on on Twitter. I don't know how to do this on the desktop. Trending. We've got Air Force One, Monica, show more. Trending. Wanda discussion, Cardi. Red Friday, Good Friday. Allen West, Wentz. I don't see it, my friends. Man, I just got to keep drinking that water. That agua. All right. Thank you, Mackenzie. Tony, thoughts on Mogo? I do really want to stay on AMC and GameStop as much as I can, my friends. I really do mean that. Thank you. I appreciate that. I hope that you guys understand. That is the point of this this podcast, is to provide information as much as I can, give you guys insight on the overall price action. As it sits right now, the 15 MA is approaching the 200 EMA. We do have a large sell wall at $7.40. So there's going to be a large amount of selling pressure here at $7.40 with 22,000 total shares. But we are filling quite a few orders right now. If you look at the time and sales, we're filling a lot of orders. So we're looking to push through 740, 22,000 share wall, currently sitting at $7.40. If we do push through that, the next level that we're going to be watching for is about $7.50. That is what we are sitting at right now. All right. Mackenzie, if you look at AMC Weekly, huge George W. Well, I better do that. The weekly. Oh, baby. Yeah. That's a huge George W. I mean, we're pulling back pretty harshly from where we saw it run up right there. But if we do look this on the monthly chart, you can probably see this as well. And that is sure as Shelley Love and Mamas love their chicken. George W. George W. I'm 100% with you. Looks beautiful. Looks real nice. I like that. All right. The 15 MA is still approaching the 200 EMA. We are currently consolidating. This is a consolidation period. I found something very interesting, and I'm going to see if I can pull this up for you guys, as it is a very interesting thing to read. So while this is kind of trading sideways, I want to show you what it would take for AMC to hold and why we should continue to hold the stock. Of course, this is not financial advice. This is simply what it is going to take if we want this stock to pan out the way that we are expecting it to and hope for it to do. So take this for what it is. Take it with a grain of salt. You guys make your own financial decisions. I am simply showing you what my opinion is and the information that is presented to me. So once this does load, I will show you guys what my take is on this information that was presented to me and show you what I think. So check this out. Imagine having something that costs you $10. Every day you have people trying to get you to sell it for $5. But every day that passes, you refuse to sell, it's costing them $2. After 4 days, they paid $8. Now they offer you $6. You say no. 3 days later, they paid $14. Now they offer you $10. You still say no. 4 days later, they have paid $22 just because you said no. Now they're willing to pay you $15. Tempting, yes. But that's the point where the offers keep going up. 4 days more. They paid $30 and have nothing but accumulated debt because you won't sell. Now they have to offer you 20, 30, 40, 50. The longer we all say no, the more they will pay to stop the daily cost for their bad investment decision. And we have validation that this is the case, that they have to pay interest on their shorts because they are continuously shorting the stock. In the last 3 days, we have seen over 50% of the short volume come in on this stock. Over 50% of the total volume has been short volume. That's extremely high. So we know the game here, guys. I'm not a financial advisor. You guys have to make your own decisions. I totally understand. Everybody's in a different situation, guys. You got to feed yourself first, pay your bills, make sure that you've got a roof over your head. At the end of the day, that is what matters more than sticking it to the hedge funds. But I personally am going to be holding my position in AMC because I think there is potential to make money, and I think there is potential for us to win this battle. That is my take, my friends. All right. Netflix AMC deal. I will Google that right now. Netflix AMC deal. Netflix and AMC Networks announced a multi-year licensing agreement in which prior seasons of AMC's The Walking Dead will be available. That was back in July, it looks like. I mean, we'll check the date on this. October 7th, 2011. So that's not relevant. July 29th. January 26th. Will a virtual Sundance produce? No. 29th. I'm not seeing anything. I'm going to be honest with you guys. But I'm telling you, if that does come to fruition, that could be a huge, huge lifesaver for AMC. That could be huge. Big time, big time. I think you guys are talking about AMC Television Network instead of AMC Entertainment Holdings. There are two different AMCs. So if we type in AMC right now, you can see AMC Entertainment and AMC Networks. They're not the same company. I'm negative 75 on AMC, but I'm holding the Mr. Bob, dude. I feel you, my friend. I feel you immensely. I am also negative on AMC in both of my accounts. I am negative on AMC about $650 as it sits right now, but we will wait and see how it ends up playing out. I have pretty high conviction, my friend. I'm going to continue to hold. That's all that we can do. I'm not a financial advisor. You guys have to make your own risk mitigation decisions. There's nothing guaranteed about this, guys. I want to really double down on that. There's a reason it's called Wall Street Bets and not Wall Street Guarantees, because there's nothing guaranteed in the stock market, especially with a play this risky. But with high risk does come high reward. And I really want to double down on that, my friends. I really, really want to double down on that. Can you explain what the dissemination date means and why it lines up on 129 and 29? Dissemination date for AMC. All right. So let's read this really quick. January 15th was settlement date. January 20th was due date by 6 p.m. and January 27th was dissemination date after 4 p.m. Eastern time. which January 27th we had the spike to 21. If this is correct, will we see the jump by February 9th? What do you think? The short interest information includes the adjustment for stock splits, and the dissemination date, guys, essentially is an update on the settlement that we see on January 29th. So this is the day that we're going to find information regarding January 29th, 2021. So for example, if we pull up Market Beat right now and look at AMC, Market Beat AMC, we can check them out real quick and check out the short interest, right? But the problem with this is the most recent reporting was on the 15th, right? So on February 9th, we are expecting the most recent report date, which should be the 29th, I believe, that settlement, right? To be disseminated. That is my take. And it is possible we see a nice spike, right? But just take it for what it is. Take it with a grain of salt, because there's nothing guaranteed about this whole situation. That is what happened last time. And following trends in the market is a powerful tool, right? We can use previous trends to predict future outcomes. And that is a very real possibility. People are saying Zolma's running. She's still going, huh? Yeah, still running. She's up 25% on the day. I'm telling you, Zolma's going to be a $4 or $5 stock by the end of March. I know it. I know it is. It traded sideways for a long time, but it's finally moving. Absolutely beautiful. Woo-hoo. Gonna drink some water here. All right. Thank you to everybody that has taken the time to watch here today. Welcome to all 15,000 of you. It really does mean a lot to me. I appreciate everybody's support immensely. Thank you to everybody that has also dropped the super chat. Welcome to the Gorilla Gang crew. It is great to have you all here watching the live price action on the stock. We do have a sell wall currently sitting at $7.29, about 5,000 total shares. So as it sits right now, we do see a doji candle that is looking to start forming. We did break beneath. We might be seeing here a triple bottom. That is what I'm anticipating. We see a George W, right? We see this double bottom, and we might see a third one come to fruition right here if this does continue to bleed. We've got a large buy wall currently sitting at 720 according to the level 2s. If you're just tuning in, what is the level 2? This indicates where people are trying to get their orders filled, right? So the bid is buyers, the ask is sellers. So we see that there are a lot of buyers currently sitting at 720, which are about 5,800 shares. Beneath that, we've got even more buyers at $7.15. We are currently sitting in a little bit of bearish territory, still up 2.26% on the day as it sits right now. And we are looking to hold over $7.20, and that would be a good place to start in stair-stepping these higher highs and higher lows. Currently trading pretty sideways, trading very, very sideways. We are trading in a pretty tight price range between here and about here. And in order to break out of this sideways price action, we're going to need to see a hard push first above about $7.40 and then about $7.55, which is going to be a strong acting level of resistance, as we do see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different touch points right there on that level. All right. Gonna read off some questions here. I appreciate everybody here. Thank you immensely. Newen, thank you. I appreciate you. Shouldn't we be putting buy orders above their sell walls? That's what I meant by XYZ sell walls. Oh, I got you, my friend. So that is a good idea. So in order to break off, right, all these sellers that are shorting the stock, what they're doing right now, guys, is they're not hitting it at one exact price point. They're setting their sells, their short positions at specific intervals so that they can keep laddering the stock down. And what we're doing by setting one huge wall at 715 is allowing them to keep running the price down, and it just keeps bouncing off these levels, and they just keep driving it down. It scares people away. I'm not a financial advisor. This is not advice. This is my take, but that is my personal opinion on what's happening right now here. All right. Can you do a rundown of ARR as a long-term investment? I don't know what ARR does. I will take a quick peek at this, but I do really want to focus, guys, on AMC and GameStop. I really do promise that. I just want to be respectful of everybody's time here. But as it sits right now, ARR is moving very cleanly. It is an ascending channel, up 2% on the day. If we look at them in the last 6 months, very clean movement. It's a very clean growth stock. I think you have a lot of potential here for some safe gains. If you're looking at an entry point, I would say you do pretty well, getting in at about $11.40 to $11.50. We do have a George W right here, double bottom on the 6-month chart, which is a bullish indicator of an upcoming run. And we do see that playing out right now. Looks like a pretty safe long-term investment to me, my friend. All right, don't trade using margin. That is a good point because it can liquidate your account if you do use margin without giving you a margin call. I have read some horror stories, my friends. I've read some horror stories. Don't let that be you. Don't let that be you with AMC. All right, Maria, thank you very much to everybody that has donated and dropped the super chat. You guys are insane. You really don't have to do that. It is so immensely appreciated. Thank you so much. I bought my AMC Stubs Premier membership last night, rented a movie, doing my part for increased revenue. Amen. Hydrate. People are saying drink. I will do that right now. All right. So AMC right now, still trading sideways. The RSI is currently sitting at 43. Volume has tapered down pretty harshly from where we saw earlier in the day, which does typically come with a little less volatility, which is why we're not seeing a lot of price action right here, right? Volume drives volatility, and volatility does drive higher price action and valuations, as well as lower price valuations. So we are seeing it trade sideways quite a bit in comparison to what we've seen here in the past. Large buy wall currently sitting at $7.25, right? So this is going to be a pretty strong acting level of support. Does look like we are beginning a little bit of a stair-stepping action here, and the sellers are evenly spread across all this spread right here, right? We've got 738 to 729, very even spread in order to hopefully for them ladder the stock down, but they are not being extremely successful right now. We are consolidating, right? Not seeing a lot of price action, trading pretty sideways, but that is how we are looking right now. Currently just a hair under 50 on the RSI. Pretty neutral, I will say, just slightly favoring sellers. Not the end of the world. Still sitting up about 2.68% on the day. Gonna look here at GameStop and take a quick peek at the price action, and it's very similar chart setup. As we are sitting right now, we are still gapped up between the 15 MA and the 200 EMA, so that is one significant difference between GameStop and AMC in comparison. So with that in mind, they are still very similar chart setups, and you are seeing the same price action likely because of two reasons. You're seeing both the same buyers and sellers that are coming into this stock, right, in order to turn a profit, join the movement, and B, it is the same hedge funds and manipulation happening in both of these companies in order to knock them down and bankrupt the companies. All right. Can you do an analysis on Hepa? They have a drug coming out, hearing talks of it hitting $100. Yes, I will, my friend. I really genuinely mean when I say, though, I really want to focus on AMC and GameStop today, guys. I will look into this more, but as of the chart setup right now, Hepa is in a nice upward moving channel. Hitting $100 would be absolutely filthy since it's at $2, but I wouldn't be surprised. It's possible. Any sort of FDA approval on a drug, it would be absolutely insane. All stocks in that realm do go absolutely crazy. So, all right. Thank you, Dopes, Cash, and Custom Canvas. Love everything you're doing. What's your rule of thumb when it comes to setting trailing stop loss on volatile stocks? So personally with AMC and just AMC, I should say, I don't have a trailing stop loss set, but with volatile stocks, right, you don't want to set it too low because you might just have a wick that drops down momentarily and then shoots right back up because volatile stocks do move so fast, right? So personally with a volatile stock, I'll set it for anywhere between 10 to 15%, right? And you don't want to put your entire portfolio on the line with a volatile stock because if it doesn't work out, you just lost 10% of your portfolio. So that is my rule of thumb with a trailing stop loss on a volatile stock at about 10 to 15%, depending on my sentiment. Hey Trey, new to this, just curious, is it better to have a little bit in a lot of stocks or a lot in only a few stocks? That is 100% up to you, right? So there's more risk involved with having a little bit in a lot of stocks. Oh, there's less risk, I should say. Less risk involved in having a little bit in a lot of stocks or as compared to having a lot in a little stock. So personally, my take is I like to have 5 to 7 stocks and set it up that way because then you can really truly capitalize on the run-ups. I don't want to feel very truly convicted. So I do a lot of due diligence and I want to make sure that I truly believe in the company I'm investing in. And if I believe in the company, I feel 100% safe with the ups and downs because I believe that they're going to continue to grow. MVIS being a great example. Oh, MVIS is going nuts. She's going so insane. Oh, man. Thank you, dear baby Jesus. MVIS, my girl. Ah, I love you. I love you. MVIS is a great example of this. So MVIS was dropped all the way back down to $5 at one point. I think actually 4 and change. And I'm so heavily convicted in MVIS that this does not bother me, right? So I prefer personally not to over diversify so you can truly experience the run-ups, but that is just my take, my friend. It all depends on your risk management and how much growth you're looking to see over time. What would happen if AMC is bought out? So there are different kinds of acquisitions, but I will show you, I'll just show you what an acquisition typically looks like and what some different scenarios could be. So if AMC is bought out, it would look something like this: company acquisition. So check this out. An acquisition is when one company purchases most or all of another company's shares to gain control of that company. Purchasing more than 50% of a target firm's stock and other assets allows the acquirer to make decisions about the newly acquired assets without the approval of the company's other shareholders. There are different kinds of acquisitions and reasons to do it. There's a way to enter a foreign market, a growth strategy to reduce excess capacity and competition and reduce competition, and to gain new tech. And you've got 3 different types: acquisition, takeover, or merger. Most likely you would see an acquisition, mostly amiable. So friendly acquisitions occur when the target firm agrees to be acquired. Its board of directors approves of the acquisition. Friendly acquisitions often work toward the mutual benefit of the acquiring and target companies. Both companies develop strategies to ensure that the acquiring company purchases the appropriate assets, and they review the financial statements and other valuations for any obligations that may come with the assets. Once both parties agree to the terms and meet any legal stipulations, the purchase proceeds, and shareholders do typically benefit from a company acquisition. So for example, if Microsoft was to acquire Microvision, you would see a generation of wealth and you'd be paid per $1 billion in acquisition. So let's say that they set it at $7 per $1 billion in acquisition per share. So they bought out Microvision for $10 billion. You would receive $70 per share. On the flip side, if you see it with AMC, right? Let's say that Netflix or Disney buys out AMC for $10 billion and they set it at, let's say, $5. You'd receive $50 per share. So that is what an acquisition looks like. You do typically receive a pretty hefty amount of money from an acquisition if you are a shareholder. And that would be absolutely filthy for anybody holding their stock right now. Disney wanted to buy AMC. Imagine they swoop in and scoop it up. Lemon, garlic, honey, warm water. Lay off the Woodford for a day. Yeah, man, I hear you. I hear you. I definitely am. I haven't touched it. I promise you. All right. What's the worst case scenario for AMC? Eventually, with all the short interest, doesn't something have to give soon? I think worst case scenario, my friend, is this fizzles and down the road it's still worth $7. I've seen a lot of talk about them going bankrupt, and that is not the case anymore, right? So they've taken advantage of these huge run-ups and turned a pretty nice profit. In fact, I don't think AMC has a large amount of debt anymore, and that is a big deal. So if we look up AMC debt refinancing, raises $917 million to weather dark coronavirus. That was January 25th. I'm pretty sure they gave out like $600 million. It was just under that, $580 million worth. Or they generated that much money from some shares. So they're in a different situation right now. I don't think they're going to go bankrupt, my friends. I truly do mean that. I feel very comfortable holding AMC right now. Something is going to give eventually. You're right. This is a risky play. There's nothing guaranteed. But there is a lot of opportunity to make a lot of money here. And I mean that. I wouldn't have skin in the game myself if I didn't think that was the case. And every opportunity that I've had to add to my position in AMC, I have been doing so, right? But it is totally up to you guys to do your own risk mitigation, to make your own financial decisions. I am not going to make that decision for you. That is just my personal opinion. Man, MBIS is just crushing right now. That is insane. Look at that growth. Jeez. I love my girl Mavis. God dang. MBIS and Sens just both going ham today. Beautiful. Gonna come back here to AMC, give you guys a quick update. As it sits right now, we are still trading pretty sideways on the day with AMC. Holding up very well above $7.20. There are quite a few buy orders between $7.20 and $7.21. So I do anticipate that should hold pretty well. But there are quite a few sell orders right now at $7.30. RSI RSI is currently trading at about 47. You do still have the 15 MA underneath the 200 EMA. This is a little bit of a consolidation period. I don't mind consolidation. I'd rather have consolidation than giving some back, right? Consolidation does typically favor buyers just slightly. So we are looking to break this even Steven level of resistance right here at about $7.29. That is what we are looking at right now. In fact, one other thing that I'm looking at and seeing is we do have a descending level of resistance as well. So I'm going to delete this level right here and adjust it accordingly. And as it sits right now, we are looking at a little bit of a squeeze down and tightening of price action ever so slightly. And we will eventually, within the next half hour to hour, come to a divergence point in which we have to either break above this descending level of resistance or the ascending level of support. And typically when that happens, it comes with pretty violent action. So that is what I'm anticipating. Currently still have that sell wall at $7.30 and a pretty good buy wall at $7.20 to $7.21. All right, gonna read off some more comments here. I hope that people were able to get into MVIS, as I did talk about that on my channel quite a lot. I did anticipate that run out coming. I hope you guys were able to turn some nice profit. Microvision, guys, is gonna be a filthy stock here in the future. I absolutely love it. Love it, love it. Leroy Jenkins. Good price to enter MVIS. Shoot, we haven't seen a pullback yet. I would wait. I'll put out a video on this later today talking about a good entry point to get into MVIS, but I would wait for a pullback because we have not seen one yet. Hey, I appreciate that, beach looking guy. Beach looking guy. That's a cool name. I like that a lot. No problem, my friend. All right, gonna show some love here in the chat. Thank you so much, my friends. Gorilla Gang, how we doing, my friends? Welcome if you are just tuning into the show here today. We are watching live price action on AMC. Excuse my voice. It is a little bit rough right now. I'm trying my best to hold up as much as I can. We do have a triple bottom here. 1, 2, 3 bottom outs, but also it looks like could be a head and shoulders pattern. We do not know this yet. We're going to wait and see, but we have a head, shoulder, could be a shoulder here, and a neckline. So we're waiting to see this come to fruition or not. And if it does, that typically is a sign of a bearish reversal. So we are waiting to see either a hold or a break above this ascending level of support. Thank you, Tyler. Thank you, Carly. I appreciate that. Hey, Trey, new to this, stay-at-home mom. Since COVID, I'm pivoting my strengths to the sector, but I'm still confused on my exit, stop losses, and how, etc. Do you have a video for it or suggest one? I recommend watching Rainer Teo. Rayner space Teo. But in the future here, I will be producing videos talking about how to, mitigate risk, have good timely exits, stop losses, how to time your entry points. All right. So you can watch for that in the future there, Carly. I do appreciate that immensely. Hope that you're doing well at home with COVID, being a stay-at-home mom. Hope your daughters are doing well as well. And that's what I have for you. So I will get that out to you eventually. We did just see a huge sell-off here with AMC. It did break beneath this ascending level of support. See a bottom here at $7.10. There are quite a few buyers at $7.10. We see about 7,000 orders waiting to be filled at $7.10. Retesting $7.10 right now. Buy orders are still there. If we do break beneath, we have quite a few buys in a large range between $7 and $7.09. It's testing right now. We do see a candle wick. This could be a bounce situation. Currently sitting up 0.29% on the day. If we look at GameStop, has not seen that same sell-off yet, but it has seen a slow and steady sell as well. This does look like a nice flag formation, but we did see a break beneath what looks like an ascending level of support. So if we drop this trend line right here, we do see a wide range candle bar break beneath, which is typically a sign of a sell-off and a little bit of selling pressure. AMC, we're looking to see a nice bounce here on that level, a wide range candle bar to come back up and match this wide range sell-off bar. We have not seen it yet. This may end up being a 3 or 4 bar play in favor of bearish territory as it sits right now. All right. Justin, I appreciate that, my friend. Thanks for your inside perspective. I'm pulling for JagX SPAC. It should happen. It should happen. All right, as it sits right now, we are still selling. It is currently 26 on the RSI, being extremely oversold. More buyers than sellers. You can see this right in front of your eyes, guys. There's 35,000 shares waiting to be filled at $7. This should hold, but we will see. The last couple have not, but that is a very large buy wall. Looking at the order flow, we see there is still more buyers than sellers coming into the stock right now in millions per US dollar. All right. This is picture perfect shorting territory, guys. What you're seeing, looking at the level 2s, check this out. I'm going to walk you through this. Looking at the level 2s, you see that there's not any huge one number, right? And this is picture perfect shorting. They're doing everything in their power to short the stock down to freaking shadow realm. This is exactly how you rip a stock to shreds, is by shorting a stock decimal point by decimal point, penny by penny. You're seeing an even spread across all these asks. That is picture perfect and targeted, analyzed, predicted shorting. They are making educated decisions and trying to squeeze this thing down as heavy as they can. If you are new to the podcast and you have not been watching until just now, welcome first off. But we can see that the overall short volume is extremely high. We have over 50% of the short volume ratio being in play here, which means 89 million shares yesterday was 55% of the total market volume. Extremely high numbers, my friends. Does look like we might see a bounce here. There is still quite a few buyers waiting to be filled between $6.98 and $7, waiting for that hold. We might see it, we might not. We have not seen it yet. As it sits, there is a lot of volume coming in. 855,000, 722,000 in a 1 minute window. Volume is starting to pick up again. A lot of red volume here, guys. Currently trading at 21 on the RSI. But it is holding for now. We do still see quite a few buyers waiting to get orders filled at $6.98 to $7. If we break beneath that, we've got quite a few buyers ranged between $6.91 and $6.96. Still more buyers than sellers, but sellers are spreading their asks across a very wide range of prices, which is affecting the overall stock price. Gonna read off some comments here. Thank you, Tyler. JDWG Serrano, Sandollar. Sandollar is saying check out Clove. Clove is running, isn't it? This is another one I was looking at this morning. No, it is not. Oh, that would have been a great time to buy in if you wanted to, though. That would have been a huge buying opportunity. Why is it getting shorted so much? Holy crap. This is, I don't know if this is shorting, but sold. That's gnarly. It's being pretty oversold, guys. I always say, buy the dips, sell the rips. If you want to buy into Clove, this is the time. This is the time. It's not a sexy chart, but this is the time to buy. It is cheap. That is a cheap stock. Very cheap stock. Doesn't look like we're holding over $7. We're at $7.04. Wide range candle bar stepping in now. We're looking for an engulfing candlestick pattern. An engulfing candlestick pattern looks something like this. So you're looking at a small red candle, followed by a larger green candle engulfing the overall previous small red candle. If we do see that play out right here, right, that is typically a sign of an upcoming bullish reversal. So we're looking to engulf this candle right here and see a nice push. We are getting the beginning of it. If we get a nice wide range green candle here and it does close above that previous red candle, that could be the bottom. We're waiting to see. We have quite a few buyers, right? About an even amount of buyers and sellers as it sits right now. Thank you, Jay, Nathan, Matthew, Trey. Is it okay to invest in stocks with an IRA, or do you benefit more from a brokerage account? The thing about an IRA, my friend, the Roth IRA, is you can only put in $6,000 a year. So you can definitely do that. There's no harm in that whatsoever, but you're limited to how much money you can deposit. So it's totally up to you if you want to manage your own IRA account. There is benefit to doing that, but you can deposit more into just an individual Fidelity or brokerage account in that way. Mohab, thank you, my friend. Right Hook, Vincent, Grevy, Willie, Skinny, hit them gains and hold. Love your channel. I was lifting quite a bit, man. And now that I'm in quarantine, I haven't been able to do anything but just some push-ups. So probably lost all the gains that I previously had. But what do you do, my friends? It is what it is. All right. Mohab, thank you, my friend. G Gouda, PSA. Trey mentioned how everyone needs to disable share lending so we can squeeze for juice. I will do that again. Thank you for reminding me. So, on Webull, guys. This is not financial advice. I'm not a financial expert. Make sure you make your own decisions, but I'll show you what he's talking about. So if you come to the Webull app and you click on more right here, click on more, you will have stock lending income program available to you right here. You click on that. And what you want to do is disable this from letting them borrow your shares. And once you do that, you end up saving money. So not saving money as I was. You're stopping them from lending your stocks to other hedges and programs. So just keep that in the back of your mind. So you want to make sure that's turned off. Turn off share lending. Squeeze them. We want that juice. We want that juice. All right. Gonna read a couple more here. Kasim, could they short the stock all the way down and just cut their losses? How does that play out? So if they short this stock all the way to zero and bankrupt the company, the company goes bankrupt and they won. But I don't think that is likely to be the situation here. I find that pretty highly unlikely just because of how many people are paying attention to this, right? Before, Wall Street Bets took this over and really started crushing this thing. Before that happened, maybe that was possible, but there's so much media coverage on this now. There's so many people paying attention that I just don't think that you're going to see that happen. I don't think you're going to see them light this thing on fire and absolutely crush it and let them go bankrupt. That's my opinion. The volume is starting to pick up again, guys. We are seeing about 500,000 in a 1 minute window. Have a nice couple wide range green candle bars, and the buys are actually being spread very evenly, which is helping to move the stock price here. You're not seeing any one huge wall except for at $7. There is a large buy wall at $7. A lot of people waiting to get filled at $7. Large sell wall at $7.15 as it sits right now. All right, guys, we have been going for about an hour 44. I am going to wrap this up really quick here in the next couple minutes. I do want to get some food and rest up my voice a little bit. It's feeling pretty rough. MVIS is crushing right now. I did see that. This is my girl, my friends. I love MVIS with all my heart. Oh, it's just a beautiful stock. Beautiful. All right, can answer a couple more questions here and wrap this up. I might come back here later. We're going to see how the voice is holding up. I do want to preserve it as much as I can. I did end up coming on here. I was not going to originally just because it's in pretty rough shape, but the people need what the people need. Fellow Gorilla Gang, I do my best to give you guys what I can. All right, answering a couple more questions. Anthony Papian, I'm going to read off everybody that did drop a super chat. I really appreciate everybody immensely. Kasim, Ross, how is a short percentage possible with the SSR? So it is still possible to short a stock, guys, regardless of whether SSR is in place. It just makes it more difficult. It means that shorts have to short the stock on the upticks, right? Meaning that it is more difficult for them to make money on the stock. They have to meet a buyer in the middle. They're not borrowing the stock from somebody. They're meeting a buyer. So that's the situation. Your Will Arnett impersonation is spot on. Money. I do my best. I do my best. Trey, my man, can you talk about how freaking similar GME and AMC charts are? Pretty obvious what's going on. Yes, I will. I will do that right now. So if you have not been keeping up with my my videos that I've been putting out on this, my hypothesis is there's two things going on right here: naked shorting and ladder attacking. And what does that mean? Well, naked shorting is essentially creating counterfeit shares that don't exist. So let's say hypothetically the GameStop has 100 total shares in the system, and 90% of them are being utilized. They're being held, right? They're being held. Well, what can happen is you can see we saw at one point GameStop had a 250% short interest, right? This indicates that there was more shares being shorted than actually exist, which is naked shorting, counterfeit shares. And it creates false selling pressure that doesn't exist, right? And on the flip side, if it squeezes, creates a larger squeeze. So that is one thing that's happening with GameStop and AMC, likely. And you're seeing short laddering, which is when you have two hedge funds or institutions selling and buying back and forth to each other in a calculated and planned manner to algorithmically ladder the stock down in price. And that is why you're seeing the charts look so similar, because these are being handled by the same hedge funds and the same people. And that's my 2 cents. If you're new to the Traders podcast, that is my take on the situation right now. All right, Jeremy, thank you, my friend. AMC just tweeted about AMC On Demand service. I'll check that out really quick. AMC On Demand service. New movies are added every week on AMC Theaters On Demand. Ooh, that could be huge. Basically like a Netflix, including Roku, LG, and Samsung smart TVs. Man, that's exactly what they need, guys. That's exactly it. Getting into that online business, the e-commerce. Huge. Gonna read a couple more comments here, and I am going to call it for the day. We have been going for about 2 hours. I will decide if I will come back on later, and I will post an update as soon as I possibly can. I'm just trying to conserve my voice as much as I can so I can provide you guys content here in the future as well. Thank you, Anthony. Today's option expiration for in the money options. What price does AMC have to close to make the shorts cover Monday? So I've read a lot of different price targets, right? A lot of different price ranges saying what they have to close above in order to make shorts cover Monday. But in the essence and safety of not giving out false information, what I'm going to do is say, I err on the side of caution and say I don't know for sure. But what we will do is look here at the short interest on AMC, and we can see that the price on record date as of the report date of January 15th was 863, and we have multiple price ranges below that, right? So we've got all the way between $1.98 to $5.96, $6.94, right? And that's pretty huge. Now, of course, this is just the total shares sold short. That does not include options. It's just going to depend on how many people we had options on expiring with those calls, or those puts, I should say. So I'm going to err on the side of caution, my friend, and say I don't know for sure. But if I do find that, I will get it to you. I will 100% get that to you. I will post it in the next update for everybody, as always. Thank you to Marianne. I appreciate that. Animal, Ginger, Ali, Lower Mayfair, Henry, Dibakar, Chowdhury, Don, Sterling, Sultan, and Matt Akers, Ashland, Bad for Life. What's your take on Tell? Tell. I think Tell, what are they? They're down a little bit today. Look at them on the 1 month. Pretty harsh pullback. I don't know if that was the bottom for sure, but it's holding pretty well, 38.2%. I think if you want to get an entry, that would probably be it for you. All right. What program are you using? This is Webull version 4 for the desktop. I do have a link in the description box down below if you want to check it out. If not, that's totally fine, my friends. I promise you that's cool. Guys, I want to show you something that I like. If you're new to the live stream, I posted this picture of me with a gorilla on Instagram yesterday. I think it's pretty nice. And I had this really cool meme made for me today. I'm going to check that out as well. I thought you guys would get a kick out of this, just to lighten the mood a little bit, right? Because it has been a rough couple of days for AMC. But I want to show you a meme. This is my Instagram in case you're wondering. Trey_Collins_001. Follow it or don't follow it. That's cool. But I posted this meme and I got a kick out of it. This was made for me in the Discord. Look at this. Look at this. Harambe. Harambe, man. That cracks me up. Anyways, get back to these questions. All right, what if they short AMC all the way down to their call options price so they can exercise their call options? Or does it not work like that? I am 3K into AMC and down about 770, still holding. So they could still exercise their call options. Yes. Options, it works exactly as it seems. You know, if the price meets a certain target, they can exercise them whenever they want as long as they're not expired. That's my take. It's possible. There's nothing guaranteed about the situation, my friend. I truly, truly mean that. There is a lot of risk involved, but with high risk does come high reward. So keep that in the back of your mind. All right, so many eyes, it won't go to zero. Makes you question what really caused the crash in 1929. So much super chat, you don't have to go back to work, bro. Man, I wish. I love doing this. I love the Army too, though. I really do. I really, really do. But I enjoy the community here. I'm a very extroverted guy. I absolutely love. I love talking with everybody here, and I will continue to do these live streams as often as I possibly can, my friends. Resources to learn swing trading and day trading. I would recommend checking out Raynard Teo. He is great. He is exactly where I learned all my technical analysis from, and where I would recommend starting first and foremost. Coming back here to AMC for a quick update as it sits right now. We did see a nice bounce off of $7, which is still setting higher lows and higher highs compared to earlier in the day. We are still microscopically speaking bearish, as well as macroscopically speaking also bearish. We have the 15 MA underneath the 200 EMA, typically a sign of bearish territory, and that is how we are sitting right now. All right, Naked, I think, is probably a dead cat, my friend. I got to be honest. I think Naked as a company is a little bit rough. I'll check it out really quick. And as it sits right now, they're doing okay. I mean, they saw a nice bounce. I think this is likely the lowest point you're going to see now is 82 cents. which we did come back down to. But if you're looking for an entry, I feel pretty safe at about $1.10 where it's trading right now. But it's not a great company in my opinion. I think there's better opportunities out there. MVIS is my baby. MVIS. Beautiful. Look at this thing. Go to town. Oh man, I love it. All right, guys, this is it. This is gonna be it for the live stream for me. I want to conserve my voice and do the best that I can. I see people asking about the Discord. If you're interested in joining the Discord, there's a link to the Patreon in the description box down below. It is not necessary in the least bit. You do not need to sign up. I will continue to provide you guys content as much as I can. But if that does interest you, it is available. That is what I have for the video. Please drop a like. That is the last thing that I ask. Thank you for watching, Gorilla Gang. I appreciate everybody here. Traders community. It is absolutely great to have everybody here. I will see you all in the next one. Take it easy, my friends, and peace.